The naval action off of Guadalcanal on the night of 9 August 1942 was a resounding success. Task Force 6 managed to eliminate the entire enemy invasion force with minimal damage sustained. Due to this success, more forces have been committed to the fight. Task Force 7 has been formed, consisting of 2 destroyers, 2 heavy cruisers Chikuma and Keiko, and light cruiser Kuma. Task Force 7 will be deployed near Guadalcanal to protect from any future invasions. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back to another exciting War on the Sea video. We are picking up right where we left off at the end of the previous episode. Task Force 6 here is patrolling right outside Guadalcanal. She already caught one American transport fleet trying to land on Guadalcanal, so we're just making sure that there's another one here. Our submarines continue to patrol all the entrances to this area, and our convoy here, I've renamed it Convoy Guadalcanal 1. That'll be my naming scheme. They are heading back to Rabaul to resupply. And then Task Force 7 here has been newly created with 2 heavy cruisers, 1 light cruiser, and 2 destroyers. And they are heading down to reinforce this position as well. But that's pretty much the plan for the time being. We'll see if anything else happens. It's currently 23:37. So it's about to be August 10th, 1942. And what enemy troops have landed on Guadalcanal? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. How'd you miss that? That's a lot of troops, which is actually of concern. So we have a lot of supply and not too many troops here. We only have 2,000 troops. And the unfortunate part is this convoy is just going to take way too long. How many troops? 750. What about Bougainville? 250. 400 at Buka. 8,000 here. Okay. This fleet is going to change course and head back. They are going to pick up troops from Rabaul and then head down here. I don't know how they slipped past Task Force 6. Let's change our course and head right towards the landing area. They have to come to this little star to land, so there they are. 1 merchant ship. Begin this encounter. Just 1 merchant ship landed all those troops. There she is. This may have been 1 merchant ship that got away from our previous engagement, while I-15 is going to obliterate this thing. No way that 1 merchant ship landed all those troops. That was a lot. Because I believe 1 C3 cargo carries 2,000 men. I could be wrong there, misremembering the number, but no way it's that much more than what we got. Oh, this is I-15. What's her damage like? Oh, she still has flooding. Is she dropping any? No, she's maintaining 11 meters. Well, we're going to make sure they can't use this C3 cargo ever again, even though they are unlimited for the player and the AI. I'm really curious what the hell happened here. Well, if anything, it makes the series more interesting. We're actually going to have to fight tooth and nail for Guadalcanal. Makes me wish I brought more troops in the initial invasion. Oh well. Hopefully our men will be able to hold on while reinforcements come. I may actually get a few more merchant ships at Rabaul to come and help resupply. What else do we got? Okay, we just picked up the C3 cargo. Begin targeting her. You all know the drill at this point. Well, it looks like this vessel is having trouble maintaining periscope depth. That is okay. We'll track it down and engage it with our surface fleet. This ship, I forgot I-15 was critically damaged. She needs to get out of here. Just leave. C3 cargo. That can't be it. Okay. You head back to Rabaul. Get up there. Stop hanging around. Our convoy's leaving. We'll have our... Here we go. What's this? Did I-15 encounter another one? Enemy ship spotted near Guadalcanal. So Guadalcanal picked this up. Is this the same single ship? 2 destroyers, 1 heavy cruiser, 6 merchant ships. You remember that we had a submarine attack this one and sank one of the heavy cruisers. The second convoy we engaged last episode was a different convoy. So there were 2. And we just picked this one up. because the game has a... Oh, that is so frustrating. The game has a 1 hour cooldown between combat. Task Force 6 has encountered it. We are going to destroy this task force. The game has a 1 hour cooldown. So, see, I-15 encountered that C3 cargo, for example. And now that C3 cargo is off the map. We cannot enter combat with that cargo ship again. I think 1 hour is too long for this sort of thing, especially if they're landing troops. This is just frustrating because I would have intercepted this and stopped it. Or at least blunted the amount of troops that were going to land. But anyway, we will just go in and sink their heavy cruisers. The cargo ships are meaningless. They've already unloaded all of their supplies, but we're going to sink them anyway, too. All right. Second engagement of the night. Let's find them. They're running. Beautiful. Okay, that's the heavy cruiser right there. Begin targeting her. Ship's not detected. Okay. We're going to go to... We need to split these forces up, actually. So Fubuki will lead the destroyers. Break, form up. Head north. And ring up 30 knots. Takao is next. Takao will lead once again. Takao will lead Mogami and Chokai. Turn on your radar. Form up. And head north as well. Ring up 30 knots. And head north. Cross the T and begin firing here soon. Actually, you know what? Takao, how many star shells do you have? 74 star shells. What about Mogami? 96. We are running rather low on ammo, but star shells loose, manual fire. Going to fire them out there. There we go. Start lighting them up, boys. We'll have Takao do the same. Manual fire star shells out there. Watch those guns swing around. Love it. Start lighting them up. Again, I'm not worried about the merchant ships at this point. And they're already, geez, they're just so darn accurate. That's the heavy cruiser right there. That's going to be the primary target. Make sure our Fubuki is... What's your speed? Go 34 knots. Let's move it. There we go. Lots of star shells in the air over the enemy. Still only picking up 2 of them on the map when we can very clearly pick up the others. Star shells are really right where I want them. I'm not... Okay, hold fire. Hold fire. Same with Mogami. Just hold. Get ready to fire armor piercing. Spot. Full salvos. Okay. Gotta pick them up soon. Star shells all over them. Or destroyers in. Well, we are going to continue to close. Thus far, we have not been hit. I'll get back to you whenever we've actually picked up the targets we need to take out, the warships. And that was way too darn close. Our destroyer was just hit. And she is now on fire. I still cannot target the enemy. Radar's on. How's it going? Okay, just a fire director is out, and we also have flooding and engineering. Okay, keep moving. If only I could open fire on these. Like, she's right there, guys. I could start firing at the cargo ships, but it's really just a waste of ammunition. For being honest. We need to close. I'm waiting for... Okay, let's begin closing. Hard to starboard. Just want to avoid a collision with our destroyer. Okay. Rudder amidships. Yeah, so there's certainly some frustrating mechanics in this game. And it seems we have encountered 2 of them in the beginning of one episode. The fact that the cooldown timer for other ships, and the fact that you can visibly see other ships firing at you and you can't re-engage. You can't engage them. Okay, this has been identified. What is 3? That's her. Target her. Okay, we're going to pause and issue all of our orders. Armor piercing, full spot. We'll just spot. Okay, Takao is opening up on her. Let's just identify her right off the bat. Go down to the American vessels. And let's just start with all their heavy cruisers. Pensacola. And negative. Stacks are pretty close together. New Orleans class. That is her, indeed. Identified. Okay, Mogami. Begin targeting number 3. Send her right to the bottom. And Chokai, target her as well. You are actually going to fire star shells at her. Fire. We'll let rip a couple of salvos of star shells. However, Mogami will begin firing armor-piercing rounds at her. There we go. Let him have it. Awesome. Watch those guns fire. Never gets old. Gotta love it. Our destroyers are going to be pretty ineffective, and we're still accidentally turning. Head north. Unfortunately. I guess, actually... Yeah. Okay. We'll head east. That works. Our Fubuki is going. They're not going to be too effective at this point because all of our torpedoes have been expended in the previous engagement. So, and same with a lot of our torpedoes on our heavy cruisers. I believe we have our port torpedoes though. Okay, secondaries can begin opening up. We have 3 torpedoes. Okay, yeah, it looks like we have 3 torpedoes on the Mogami. Let's see, how are you doing with torpedoes? 4. Okay. About you? Yes, 4. Okay, so we have a few torpedoes on our heavy cruisers. We're probably going to use them in this engagement. Hopefully we can start hitting that New Orleans soon. Okay. Make sure you are now... What are you firing? AP. Which one did I order to fire? Star shells. She is firing star shells. Okay, time to switch to armor piercing, full spot fire. Make sure you are spotting. And let's just go loose. Try to zero her in. Solution's already actually at 78%, so let's stop spotting. Let's narrow that in on Takao. Only 16% on Mogami, however. Her solution's only there. So it's fine if she keeps spotting. New contact. Lots of ships. Okay, we just picked up all the merchant ships. Probably on radar. Those narrow spots. Okay. Alright. Looking okay. We can have... I'm guessing this is an enemy destroyer. We'll have our destroyers begin firing at her. Begin targeting. Our high explosive. Spot fire. Fubuki, you do the same. Only our rear guns can engage. Our forward turret is out of ammunition. Forward magazine. Okay. We'll live. Secondaries begin firing. Just making sure everything is running smoothly here. Flipping through all of our ships. Check on this New Orleans. She's already on fire. Beautiful. I'm kind of worried about our destroyers at this point. Their solutions are rather poor, but they are engaging nonetheless. Keep it up. If we take out that heavy cruiser, we have a pretty good chance here. Takao's got her zoned in. That's all those cargo ships. We were just hit. Damage report. Okay. Minor. Fubuki has been hit, has 1 fire. Inside. Come on, finish her. Oh, that was nice. Oh, yeah. That's good. Getting good hits now. That's Mogami solution, 42%. Still not high enough. Chokai has a pretty good solution of 62. So we can begin narrowing it in. She already is. Firing HE. No, she's firing AP currently. Okay. So this firing orders does not sync up with your actual guns. It's always good to hover over your guns and see. So we're actually still spotting. Don't want to do that. Now we're just firing narrow. So if I go to Mogami now, these orders will stay the same AP narrow that I issued on the Chokai. So that way you can just press fire and it'll update my orders. So I'm going AP full spot. So now if I press fire, be AP narrow. And narrow means you're just, you know, zoning in on the target. You've got a good lock on her. You're not just spraying and praying, really. Got a small spread, and oh boy, this cow just got hit pretty bad. Small fire on turret number 2, which is never good. However, that New Orleans looks rough. Solution's at 48%, unfortunately, which is not good. Turret 2 is out. Damage control's working on it. It's going to be 90 seconds. Hopefully we can finish her off in that amount of time. It looks like she's taking on a lot of water to the stern. We have flooding now. Yeah, she's looking pretty bad. Just keep hitting her. We need to watch out for American torpedoes in the water as well. We have not engaged this one on the surface, only with our submarine. So they probably have a full complement of torpedoes loaded up. Come on. Okay. Main gun is almost fixed. Oh, wow. Both of our turret 1 and 2 are out. That's not good at all. Still hitting this New Orleans pretty regularly, however. Still engaging. Looking good. Just want to send this New Orleans down because she is the biggest threat to our cruisers. The destroyers are really just food. Oh no. That's not good. Takao may have to disengage once again. He has a tendency of getting damaged. Okay, fire on the deck is already under control. Good job. Good job, boys. I don't know if we're going to get these... The fact that these turrets are down is really unfortunate. Let's change course. Start heading into them a little bit. Throw off their firing solution as well. Mogami. Everything's firing. Unfortunately, Mogami just does not do very well on her solutions. I think it's mainly the lack of radar that's really hurting her. I mean, this ship is looking really rough. We haven't knocked out any of her turrets as far as I can tell, though. They're all still firing away. Very heavy list to port. Are the merchant ships firing? It doesn't look like they are, which is interesting. I wonder if the merchant ships are retreating. That makes a lot of sense if they were doing that. Again, sinking the merchant ships is not going to be They've already unloaded their supply, and the AI gets unlimited number of them, so I guess we get command points for sinking them. Which we can get another convoy immediately after this and send it down here with troops. That's what we need more than anything. Damage control, lots of fire spreading throughout the ship. We need a turn to bring our rear guns to bear. I haven't checked on our destroyers in a while. Okay. Head towards your American destroyer buddies. See what you can do. Damage control. Tikau's going to have to disengage for a little bit after we finish this New Orleans off. It's just getting pummeled. It looks like they're counter-flooding her. She's kind of evening out a bit. Very low in the water, though. There we go. She's going down. Perfect. Okay. Tikau, we are going to have her break formation. Mogami and Kai will form up. Form up. Headed that way and begin targeting the destroyers. We will target number 7 first. Tikau is going to slow down to 5 knots, work on damage control, and begin taking out the merchant ships. That's the current plan anyway. Our heavy cruisers have opened up on the American destroyers. Mogami is currently firing at Contact 7, a Somers class destroyer, and she's already on fire internally. There's a Farragut class destroyer up in the lead that Chokai is firing at. However, she has not had any success with hits just yet. Tikau is working on damage control efforts, trying to get that fire and light flooding under control once again. She really has taken a beating the past few engagements, and she is just lazily firing at the cargo ships. One of them's already alight. It's really a mopping up operation at this point once again. It's unfortunate we weren't able to do this before they landed, but that's Somers class. Secondary's going off. She is going down. It's only a matter of seconds. Well, we have an interesting situation developing on some of our warships. Mogami here seems to be out of ammunition in her forward magazine. She has 88 star shells, but that is it. We do have quite a bit of ammunition for our rear turrets, however, so those are still able to fire at the enemy destroyer, which is now up in smoke. And I guess once this is complete, we will start making our way towards the rest of the convoy and just wipe them up. Let's hold fire. No need to fire anymore. What's damage like? Damage is under control, really. Start increasing speed to 33 knots. Let's get in there and just destroy all of these cargo ships. They don't hold much strategic importance at this point, the way the game works. However, they do give us command points, which will allow us to purchase more vessels. So that'll be nice. Especially, we need cargo ships at this point. We gotta fortify Guadalcanal, so that is going to be our next priority. This has definitely been a setback, this invasion. And this poor destroyer, that looks terrifying. There we go, she's going down. All right, let's head up here. Let's go get them, boys. Just a brief update on the situation. Our cruisers are just going through the convoy, mopping them up. We've already sunk 2 C3 cargos. Tikau's down here taking this one out. And our destroyers are up north firing at this one. Well, they will be soon. Guess we can have them open up shortly. The problem is our Fubuki does not have any ammunition in our forward turret. So we're just going to run alongside them and start blasting. Well, we are just in the process of finishing up the last C3 cargo. All the other C3s have been destroyed by all of our heavy cruisers here, and our 2 destroyers are just working on this one up here. It's been another exciting engagement for this task force. I'm sure the crew is just absolutely exhausted at this point. A lot of hard fighting in one night. Okay, starting to get some secondaries on the C3. She is not going to last much longer at all. Let's reduce speed. Let our boys get some more target practice on the cargo ship, but still kind of annoyed that we weren't able to intercept them before they landed due to that game mechanic, but that's okay. If anything, it's just going to make the series a bit more exciting. It would have been, I guess, unfortunate if the Americans never got the chance to land on Guadalcanal, but now they have. And we are going to have to keep them supplied. We also have that enemy carrier group to deal with. We haven't had to worry about them in 2 episodes now because of just all the night fighting. But in the morning here, well, we're probably going to pull this task force back anyway, just to avoid the air cover. Thankfully, we'll be able to scramble some zeros from Guadalcanal because we built a rank 1 airfield. Well, here we have it. The last C3 cargo is finally going down. Let's go ahead and leave the battle. Confirm. And we sunk every single ship, 85,495 tons sunk, and all of my ships are intact, although low on ammunition. Pretty good engagement, all things considered. Continue. This task force needs to fall back soon. Thankfully, we have Task Force 7 here, and we have some housekeeping to do. We are going to bring on some cargo troops on our destroyers. Let's see, and our light cruiser. There we go. It's not a whole lot, 250 per ship, but it'll have to do. We need to get them onto Guadalcanal ASAP. This task force is going to continue to patrol around here. Hopefully we don't, just in case. I'd rather keep them extremely low on ammunition, just in case for anything, until this other task force gets here anyway. I was looking at rearming point at the Shortland Islands. This port is already level 2, so we'd really have to send 1 convoy here to get it to level 3, where we can rearm our ships at, and that would be quite helpful for sure. But the next course of action, we have 85 command points. I'm going to have to make a convoy and rush them down here to Guadalcanal with troops while this one returns back. The going to Rabaul and then back is just going to take too long. We'll muster up a convoy and send them straight to Guadalcanal. Anyway, pretty big setback here. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Thankfully, we have a ton of supplies here, but yeah, fighting on Guadalcanal has begun. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it does really help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I will see you all on the next one.